Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot. How is everybody doing? I know these energies are very intense. It's very thick energy, and it's really pushing us all beyond any limitations. So I know for myself yesterday, I kind of needed to take a step back. I was feeling a lot of ascension energy, a lot of collective energies, and I was kind of just guided to go within and sit with that. I also didn't have internet for most of the day yesterday, so that was a clear sign I was supposed to just be present in the moment. So I focused yesterday on grounding a lot of these energies. I feel emotions are being triggered for a clearing, especially when it comes to our mindset and our perspective. So I feel we're already feeling this energy of the Gemini full moon. It is the final full moon of the year, and it is going to be like a finale type energy. So we're already feeling these emotions within us, and it really is to get us to shift our thought processing. Gemini is a very mental energy, so I think a fair warning to everybody, these feelings that are coming up at this time need to be purged, need to be addressed, need to be released. In order to move past any past hurt, any past resentment, any past bitterness. So major purging, and this truly is part of the culmination process when it comes to these unions coming together. So emotions that you've repressed are going to surface, especially when it comes to negative beliefs from the past. There's a lot of pain around love, distorted relationships. There's a lot of pain coming up when it comes to infidelity, manipulative behavior. And I feel this is no longer going to be able to be avoided. I feel resolution is being pushed. I do feel many of the divine masculines are at that rock bottom energy as all of this is being brought to the surface. And divine feminine, you also need to remember, if you are being triggered with something that you initially thought was cleared and healed, you're likely still feeling your own feelings, but a majority of those feelings are collective female grief that you are here to hold that space for and to help the collective transmute this pain. A lot of wounding that is coming up in the energies this weekend is around love, loyalty, devotion, and I feel many of the divine feminines are feeling like the divine masculine is out of reach. And I feel this is coming up in order for us to, transcend these limitations. So we need to release these old ideas about love. We need to offer forgiveness is a big thing in order to step into this new timeline, this higher love experience. And, we do need to remember we have Mercury square Chiron during the full moon. So this is the perfect time for awakenings, epiphanies, and the doorway to communication to open up, because Gemini is all about communication. So it's kind of time to stop spiritually bypassing, to really address these old wounds, these old unresolved insecurities and traumas. So I feel like Spirit's kind of hounding us in our ear, saying it's time for you to validate these feelings as they resurface and to release them. So it might feel like you're back at ground zero, divine feminine, as your divine masculine goes through this transformation. We are being pushed once again to contend with any doubts or any fears and kind of return to the drawing board, to re-examine our path moving forward, to, find that vision when it comes to any blind spots that may have been overlooked when it comes to some past issues. So I think get ready to go into these traumas, these wounds that really have had a negative impact with how you communicate within relationships. I feel now is the perfect time to bring in that higher perspective that will not only benefit your own journey towards healing, but all of those that you are connected with. So I think friction. I know yesterday it was just a weird off day. And I did talk to several other divine feminines. We were all kind of sitting in that very weird energy. It was really hard to describe. It was very somber. It felt like an internal struggle for many of us, I feel, when it comes to our past suffering, any miscommunications, I think get ready for a lot of tension this weekend, especially if there are people needing to leave your life that you've, feared kind of dealing with that ending. I do feel endings are in focus as we're all kind of being pushed to sort through our own personal insecurities, our own beliefs, and to restore a sense of spiritual intelligence when it comes to moving forward. We all have unique gifts, unique talents, and we don't need any outer validation when it comes to stepping into our power. So I think face these challenges head on. I think this is an important weekend when it comes to working through any obstacles, working through any challenges, overcoming these insecurities that really have created a lot of limitations when it comes to our manifesting capabilities. And I feel the time is now for your voice to be heard, to really put that message out there, to take that inner wound and to turn it into your power. So, and then we do have Venus about to go retrograde on Sunday. So I do want to mention, guys, my kids are going to be on Christmas break starting today at 3 o'clock. So over the next couple weeks, I do feel I will be taking a bit of a step back. I will be posting messages on YouTube or on Facebook as I'm guided to do. But I have been really pushed by my guides and my ancestors to go within and to detach from all of this collective heaviness. So, just be aware of that. I'm going to be good. I'm just going to kind of just take a back seat for a little bit. And I think we all kind of need to use this time to go within. So, listen to the higher guidance. And just be ready to, not have those daily messages every day, as my focus is going to be my home life over the next couple weeks. So let's jump in with some cards. I will be back to booking personal readings the week of January 10th. I will be taking 3 weeks off from booking clients. So if you do want to book a reading, I suggest messaging me now, getting that solidified now, because spaces will fill up very quickly in January with this 3-week reprieve that I'm taking, okay? So let's get some cards out and let's jump into the energies. We'll dig into the Divine Masculine. If you've not met your counterpart yet, I do want to mention we all have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine within. So you can definitely relate to your own inner masculine if you're not connected to a counterpart energy at this time. The phone. Give me 1 second, guys. The phone's gonna die. Oh, dear. Let's hope that did the trick. I had my phone plugged in, but I'm not. It did that. All right, we're good. We're good, guys. All right, let's dig in with the masculine's energy first and see what needs to come through on the Divine Masculine side when it comes to this full moon energy, the weekend ahead. So the first energy out for the masculine is guidance from spirit. So, and the seeker energy, purge and cleanse. That doesn't shock me at all. So I kind of feel the masculine's really in a tough situation at the moment, and he's really needing to listen to the guidance of spirit when it comes to this karmic ending, because there's a lot being purged out of the masculine's life in order for him to go through this spiritual cleanse. I think a lot of negative people are being purged when it comes to the Divine Masculine's negative behaviors. Job, I feel a lot of job losses in the energies. And there is a lot of guardian protection surrounding the Divine Masculine as he goes through this ending. He is encouraged to move forward with confidence. I kind of feel the masculine's feeling very alone as he goes through this soul awakening process. So there is this seeking energy surrounding the Divine Masculine. And I feel this deep yearning for knowledge. I kind of feel he's coming into the understanding of the deeper meaning of this connection. Curiosity is being sparked. And I do feel an awakening when it comes to the consciousness surrounding the Divine Masculine. There's a lot happening around his soul's identity, because he is supposed to be stepping it up when it comes to this massive global awakening, you know, walking beside the divine feminine when it comes to this mission. And of course, we just get the divine masculine energy flipped right out. So I feel there's fear when it comes to the masculine taking some action. And I kind of feel he's really needing to use his logic when it comes to asserting his inner strength in order to progress forward in the energies this weekend. And I do feel a lot of alone time, which I've been guided to pull back to. So that's a message for both of the counterparts. Quiet introspection is without a doubt going to be needed. We are all encouraged to disconnect, like shut off the TV, disconnect from people that have caused you a lot of stress. Self-care is without a doubt going to be needed to get through these energy shifts over the next several days, because we're all needing to infuse our life with positive energy, healthy choices, as we kind of go through this purging, this detox. So on the feminine side, trust your intuition. You know, we need to really trust in the messages our guides are bringing forward, and to know that our higher self, you know, is bringing forward that clarity. I feel the feminines really are very empathic at this time, really absorbing a lot of the collective energy. So I think you need to really understand what is yours to carry and what's not yours, divine feminine, to release any burdens. And I think the feminine is also coming into a deep understanding of, you know, how we are all on different timelines. So I feel there's another layer of addressing some old patterns coming up for the divine feminine, stemming around her self-worth. I do feel self-worth has been a big thing for many of us, feeling unsupported along the journey, rejected, coward was a big thing that came up for me when I did an energy healing a few days ago with the divine feminine in the United States. And that was a big thing, the resentment and the anger and the bitterness still underlying within my heart when it comes to that abandonment wound from my counterpart, and acknowledging that he really has been a coward when it comes to taking accountability and standing in his truth and his power, which really was triggering another layer of self-worth issues to be addressed. And I really needed to kind of transmute that energy yesterday by disconnecting. So I feel there's a lot of reminiscing when it comes to the destruction between the twins during the separation stage, and another reevaluation, because many of the divine feminines are really being pushed into their life purpose. So what are you being prompted to change right now when it comes to this evaluation, divine feminine? Because you are stepping into fulfillment. So there is a need to release any self-worth issues when it comes to your distinct purpose and your spiritual path. And I feel really understanding that the gifts that you have to offer truly are immeasurable. So I think get ready for some new opportunities to be presented right now. The gateway to communication is wide open if we're both willing to walk through this greater experience. So there's without a doubt going to be a lot of challenges to be faced over the weekend. And this really is an opportunity for both of the counterparts to improve their life. So get ready to be tested, because this is the moment of conclusion. I feel that grand finale when it comes to this powerful lesson being reached, knowing that we're never ever separate from one another. We're all part of one universal consciousness, and we are all connected through the heart. So I feel deep healing this weekend is taking place. So the masculine and the feminine can both finally take that bandage off and have that face-to-face meeting. When I woke up this morning, it was 3:33 a.m., very early, 2 mornings in a row at 3:33, and 3 is that energy of the Empress, birthing that brand new reality. 3 represents the Holy Trinity union for myself, mind, body, and soul. And it's also that union between the masculine, the feminine, and the higher power. So I feel union energy is coming through very strongly with that message. And when I did wake up this morning at 3:33, I heard my divine masculine whisper in my ear, I'm ready to love you, or I'm ready to lose you. So I feel They're overcoming that fear of communication, overcoming that fear of rejection and abandonment, ready to finally face the feminine, whether the feminine will accept them or not. The masculine is ready to face that final judgment energy of, you know, stepping into unconditional love, even at the risk of knowing that they might lose the divine feminine and taking that chance anyways. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck. And we'll start on the masculine side today. These are new cards, so I'm having a really hard time shuffling them. But we get the Venusian Galactic Council that came out the last time, and the Skull Wisdom. So both those energies came out the last time I did a reading with these cards. So that's that Venus retrograde energy coming through. It's time for the masculine to answer the call, basically, is what I feel. It's time for the masculine to answer the call. And I feel a lot of clarity when it comes to the divine masculine's healing. I feel a lot of high vibration energy surrounding the masculine as he goes through this soul star activation. So it is about fulfilling this soul contract. I feel a lot of remembrance when it comes to the divine masculine's truth of who he is. Divine feminine, sacred inner space. That's exactly where we need to be, honoring our sacredness. I feel you might be feeling a lot of sacral chakra discomfort as the karmic contracts are cleared. That's where we house all of our emotional baggage, is in our sacral chakra. That's also where we house our creativity. So if you've been feeling blocked when it comes to creating, many of us are conscious co-creators. And yesterday was a very blocked energy for myself, for many others. So when you're feeling blocked, that's a clear indicator that your masculine is going through a major challenge. So go into that clearing, get a clearing done, and embrace the tenderness of your own sensuality. I feel honor your sacred inner space, because there is without a doubt an abundance of downloads coming through. And I've been feeling that for about the last week. The DNA structure shifting, the cellular activations within my emotional body. So these downloads really are a regenerative energy as the feminine kind of steps into success and unlimited abundance. So there is a lot of voice activations taking place in the collective, throat chakra activations, attunement, and I'm finally starting to get my voice back. So I do feel like throat chakra upgrades for many of the divine feminines, and the throat chakra activation for the masculine, and the divine really is supporting these activations and these upgrades. So I do feel this potent angelic frequency that the twins share is being activated, and there's a lot of angelic protection. So know that you are safe and divinely protected and divinely guided, no matter what your outer circumstances might be when it comes to this weekend energy, okay? So we'll dig a little bit further with the numerology deck. I just love this deck. So we'll see what needs to come through on the masculine side. First, self-discipline is the big one. In order for them to release these addictions, these extreme codependencies. And I feel the masculine is getting ready to set sail on a new adventure. With Mars and Sag, it really is activating that sense for newness, to take that leap of faith and to have that adventure. So we get a lot for the masculine. Beautiful completion. So I feel the masculine is rounding completion, learning a lot when it comes to self-discipline, stepping into this new adventure. And I feel compassion being restored in the masculine's life as he is brave enough to kind of adventure into this new energy with the divine feminine, following his dreams, tapping into his compassion, where the masculine really has lacked a sense of empathy towards the divine feminine. So I feel a lot going on when it comes to self-mastery on the masculine side, spirituality, abundance, and domestic harmony. So there is a lot being activated when it comes to closing out these negative, repetitive karmic cycles. The 99. So we are in the home stretch, I feel. And the masculine, I feel, his focus right now is family life, restoring a sense of harmony when it comes to some family structures, and, you know, rebuilding from ground zero. So on the feminine side, we get the creativity. So go into, you know, that creative aspect. I was feeling blocked when it comes to channeling energy, but I spent the day yesterday creating jewelry instead. So go into whatever creative aspects you can to ground the energy. I do feel communication is coming. And once again, self-love, self-love. Embrace your own unique individuality, because you are a spiritual teacher and you're still learning as you go. So there we got it, folks. Karmic completion, that grand finale when it comes to this karmic shift. We will get a couple romance angels for the masculine. Or not. We'll see if anything needs to come through for the masculine side. Flirt. I do feel the masculine is getting ready to extend some lighthearted energy, to reach out to the feminine, to try to instill some balance again. Yeah, and I feel the masculine is getting ready to make that effort, because he knows great love is worth taking the steps he's guiding to take, because I do feel he can clearly see the deception all around him, the karmic wearing a mask in this relationship, this false relationship. And I feel the masks are really falling off and that deception is being exposed. What needs to come through for the divine feminine, please? Oh my goodness. All right. I do feel the masculine is getting ready to express his love, and maybe even offering like a weekend getaway, some time alone. I think get ready for that heart-to-heart conversation. The time has come for the masculine to come forward and honestly discuss his feelings with you. I feel, yes, this is the one. You've already met your counterpart. It's very likely you've been in separation. And I feel the energy really is saying, give this relationship one more chance. Work on this partnership. It will be safe for you to open your heart and to receive and give the highest energy of all when it comes to this unconditional loving connection. So get ready to receive some communication is a big, big message. We'll see what archetype is coming through for the masculine with this shift this weekend. I think a higher power is in control. I feel the masculine really was very cruel when it comes to the lack of communication, the lack of accountability and responsibility. And I feel that's really being highlighted in the masculine's energy this weekend, in order for him to recognize that compassion really is going to be needed in order for him to restore a sense of benevolent power. The masculine really did try to control the divine feminine through the ghosting as a form of manipulation, mental manipulation. And I kind of feel, you know, that's coming full circle. The masculine, you know, manipulated the feminine, and now he's experiencing this manipulation with the karmic trickster that he's connected with. And I feel transcending these limitations, these predictable behaviors. I also fear that there's a lot of mother wounding aspects coming up for the divine masculine. And, you know, this is why he sought out these inappropriate surrogate feminine energies, because of an abandonment wound with that mother energy. And I feel the karmic really is trying to instill a lot of guilt in the masculine's mind, because he is striving for that independence. And I feel the masculine is deeply seeking and desiring that mothering, nurturing energy from the divine feminine. And I feel is really craving that unconditional loving connection at this time. And I think get ready for the masculine to come back begging for a second chance, confronting his fears, stepping into self-empowerment, and releasing any fears when it comes to physical survival. A lot of these masculines have clung to control in these false karmic contracts for fear of stability, losing stability. And I feel this awakening is really taking the masculine to that rock bottom, because you can't grip and grip and grip and expect that to last. So I feel a lot of financial hardship coming up for the masculine in order to experience the humility of the journey. We have to go through humility and complete and total breakdown in order to step into compassion and to find our own sense of self-esteem. So I feel because the masculine has been so codependent on all of these other energies, as they're stripped from him, it really is this rock bottom energy. I feel they're stressed, a lot of mental energy coming through the masculine in order for him to reveal his own mystic healing capabilities. I feel a lot of delusional rapport, a lot of disillusionment, as the masculine is shown this intimate union with the divine feminine. So I do feel get ready for the masculine to come forward with an offer, to see the potential in the beauty and sacredness of this connection. I do feel a lot of the masculines are in some deep, deep, dark depression over the weekend. A lot of pessimism, disbelief that things can work out. And I feel the energy really is saying action is required for this next leg of growth. So I do feel action. So on the feminine side, ooh, this is very interesting. We get the father on the feminine side. So there's that father wounding coming up for the feminine versus the mother wound on the masculine. So a lot of mirroring energy coming through. A lot of the feminines had, a father that abused their authority, or a dictatorial father figure. And I feel, many of the feminines lacked love from that father energy. And so we too had sought out inappropriate male connections to fill that void. So I feel a lot of understanding when it comes to that core childhood wound, that Chiron wound. And really that wound really has given the feminine the ability to tap into her creative talents to support the life she truly wants. And I feel positive guiding light as the feminine really steps into honoring her role within the tribal unit, within the collective. So the monk, the nun. So releasing any negative judgments of the physical 3D reality. I feel the feminine really has selflessly devoted herself to this mission, to this connection, to her dedication to spirit and the collective. And I kind of feel there's just a need to release any residual wounding when it comes to some childhood energy. I feel a lot of compassion being restored for the divine feminine, stepping into service. Many of us are stepping into service, opening up to the path of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a big, big thing. So I feel, releasing any blame. I think the masculine still is in the energy of blame, and I think divine feminine, we need to kind of make peace with any dysfunctional relationships throughout our journey, especially connected to some childhood wounding. So do not resist moving through forgiveness. Forgiveness is without a doubt going to be in focus over the next several days. So let's see what needs to come through with the tarot. Look at, I cut the deck and we get the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. So, this is not a missed opportunity. I think both of the twins are feeling like it's a missed opportunity, feeling very voided. And that really is to get us to go within, to understand that core block. So we'll see what needs to come through on the divine masculine side with the tarot. What energies are coming through for the masculine for the weekend ahead. The Emperor reversed, and I have all the cards upright, and that just flew in reverse. So that looks like that's it. So there's that ego death, that fall from grace. I kind of feel the masculine is, really needing to protect his energy. I feel a lot of energies coming at him, really needing to defend himself and to put in that protective bubble, because there's truth coming forward about the divine feminine, birthing this new reality. Yeah, oh my God. So, decision time. The Lovers, the High Priestess. The time is now to make that choice. I feel this spiraling energy in the masculine's mental processing, like a spiral, a downward spiral. Because I feel he's being taken to his knees like the feminine was in the beginning. for the rejection of this connection. Feminine, we get the Queen of Swords. So that's what you need to do. You need to be that Queen of Swords. Stand in your authentic light. Stay grounded. You know, we're not here to fight. You know, the Queen of Swords in this deck, she's got the sword at her side. She's not ready to raise that blade. So stand in that light of truth. Honor your authentic truth. Honor your boundaries. Get clear. Do not let people walk all over you, because there is an apology coming. And like I said, I always laugh. I think many of us think when pigs frickin' fly, is my masculine ever going to have the balls to come forward and face me after all of this destruction? But I do feel, get ready to receive an offer. Yes, have your guard up. Use your discernment. Trust in your intuition. And I do feel good fortune is on your side. Get grounded. I feel the feminine is coming into a golden opportunity, a lot of abundance. This is your wish being granted, divine feminine. So get ready for the wheel to spin you forward very, very quickly. What else needs to come through for the twins? Release. There's that ending. All endings truly do lead to a new beginning. So there's that death, transformation, profound life change. So major karmic endings. Release, release, release. Any people, situation, places, things that have been holding you back. The time is now for this spiritual transformation to honor your own inner high priestess or high priest energy. So meditation, turn inward to discover your true soul's identity, your true soul's desire. That's a big thing in focus when it comes to the energies this weekend. This is a time for taking action, to developing your intuitive gifts, to knowing that you are here to trust in the wisdom that you have received from your higher self. Release, because rewards come from choosing to take action. Rewards come from doing the hard work. So I feel successfully balancing the masculine and feminine energies from within. And I do feel determination and willpower for the masculine, and public recognition and success for the divine feminine. I would like to get a divine feminine oracle card for the divine feminine. I was specifically asked to grab the divine feminine oracle deck today. I know many of us are feeling a lot of emotions, a lot of stuff that's not ours. So I would like to know what the guides would like us to know when it comes to the divine feminine's energies. So bottom of the deck, the prophetess of true power. So divine feminine, call back your power from all timelines, all places, all spaces, and own who you truly are. You are in charge of your destiny, divine feminine. And then we also get the green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. So trust in your intuition. Your soul is always informing you of every step that it is that you need to take. So do what it is that your heart is compelling you to do. So I am going to read out of the book for the green Tara energy. Another divine feminine I've been really drawn to over the last week or so is the Lilith energy. I will be doing a post on Facebook, a channeled message about the Lilith energy for the divine feminine. So do keep an eye out for that. I will still be doing my written posts on Facebook. So the videos are just going to be put on the back burner for a little while. So let me find this card in the book, guys. Page 113. If that isn't a sign about death and rebirth, I don't know what is. So I kind of feel the feminine's going through another layer of transformation as well. So when it comes to this message, the sacred energy really is nudging you to get moving, to get grounded in your purpose, to start building that solid foundation for yourself, divine feminine. Don't sit on any creative ideas. Now is the time to start that new project. What you start working on now will build successfully moving into the new year, into Gemini season next summer. So what we're manifesting now will come to full fruition in Gemini season. So don't sit on any creative ideas, divine feminine. It's time for you to do the hard work. Don't wait to express your love. I think that's a message. The masculine is like dying to come forward and express his love. He's ready to love you, or he's ready to lose you. So I feel something needs to be said when it comes to some truth, some communication. The message when it comes to this green Terra energy is the time is now for action. There is nothing to wait for. There is no person you need to get approval from before you take action towards your creative endeavors, Divine Feminine. It's time to start doing it. Take that first step. Any small step in the right direction is going to create leaps and bounds for progression moving forward. So, allow the soul to lead you. Do not allow the ego to trick you into staying stuck. That's a big message. It's time to put forth the effort. The amount of love that you put in everything that you create truly will restore many injustices within the world that we see. So many people suffering. And I feel we can easily get stuck in that hopelessness, in that molasses energy of the suffering of the collective energies, and we're here to release that. We're not here to feel helpless or out of control. We're here to, return to a state of balance from within. So compassionate action. I do feel the energy really is aligning the twins for this union energy. It is the process of love and action and doing everything from that heart center. So I feel liberation is coming for you, Divine Feminine. So follow your soul's compass. Your soul knows every step it needs to take. So go into meditation today or this weekend and ask your soul, what do you want me to take action on right now? And listen to where you are being guided to go. Let's just get a couple last closing messages. What deck is this? Another new deck. I can't even think of it right now. I don't even know where the box went. So sorry guys, but we'll get a couple more messages for the twins. We got the Heart Awakening that just flew out on the Divine Masculine side. So major Heart Awakening in the energies. Acceptance of this divine love, of this divine connection, to give and receive balance. I feel balance is being brought into the masculine's focus when it comes to his conscious awareness. Psychic insight and divine healing is being restored. Honor your sensitivity to these energies. Retreat and recharge is a big message in order for your light to not be dimmed, so you can still be that support for others, to be that pillar, that lighthouse, Divine Feminine. Third eye activations. I feel many are experiencing that. I felt that third eye pressure most of the day yesterday, which created a spinning sensation. So many are coming into that third eye activation, seeing truth for what it is. And so we're going to feel that shift within the collective. I do feel we're very much cloaked in protection with all of this divine wisdom that we already hold within. So you already know the answers you seek. Go within and trust what it is that you already know. I do feel magic is manifesting for the Divine Feminine this weekend. Your dreams, your visions, your goals, they're all becoming your reality. So stay focused, detach, and stay focused. Find your inner strength. I feel, without a doubt, supreme divine protection surrounds the counterparts this weekend as we are both finding our inner strength and moving back into a state of inner wholeness, to recognize that we always have the power to choose balance from within. And cords are being cut left, right, and center. We are all being pushed beyond these limitations, so trust that you are protected, because there is a lot of ancestral spirits surrounding the twins when it comes to these family wounds and patterns that are being healed and addressed in these energies. So connect with your ancestors, connect with your lineage, and then we get Master Jesus. So, forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key. Forgiveness, compassion, love, light, and forgiveness. Allow Jesus to enter your auric field to bring forward this healing that is possible at this time. And that's kind of what I got for a message for the twins for the weekend ahead. Like I said, if you would like to book a personal reading, keep in mind I'm looking at booking 3 weeks out at least, depending on how many book into the month of January. I've already had several people request readings in January, so keep that in mind. Go within, take that time for you. I will be back, like I said, guided as necessary. But if not, Have a wonderful Christmas with your family. I know this is a difficult time of year for many, grieving loved ones that have crossed over. But know that nothing has ever left you. We just change forms. Energy just changes forms. We're never separate from our loved ones. So I love each and every one of you so much. I hope you have a fabulous weekend ahead, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.